present my evidence. What is this evidence?
Take that!
The burnt book. The fourth book found in the victim's hand. We've already discussed the fourth book at length. Other than it being in the victim's grasp at the time of the accident, no significance has been attached to it. This amount of further rest of the court's time, as you well know. That's the victim's of what's code this time. Wait. You identified this clue at once. Make myself clear? Oh, yes, my lord. It's, and I think the Christians trying to avoid it through our explanation of the evidence. Which means we will be writing tracks. Yes. Last two is this fellow to kill this case from the first contains.
Got it!
But side of this book. Question? Are back? What to your book? Goodness gracious! Run to a Chris? That's ourselves. Why was the victim clutching what is clearly an unreadable book? It's undeniably an extremely unnatural thing for her to be have been doing.
Objection!
What do you say? What of it, my Nepalese friends? Concerns the point it bears no relation to the case, there's nothing to discuss. So should you assess this fire damage to some of the via clue as to what happened that day? Wait, do enlighten us all. What truth does this chapbook hide? Don't keep us waiting any longer, Council. Praying that you're there, Dios. Oh, this is hard. She's clutching onto that book. I can't say the store because we've never seen the store. Do we talk about the content of the book? Are we looking for the owner? Try the owner. Beg your pardon? The book belongs to. Gripping her hand as she fell into forethought is awfully hers. The question of how this book came to be the victim's hand has yet to be answered. However, as to the question of who the book really belongs to, where it originated, defense is a very credible answer. Oh god, oh god. Can I open the book? We will burn you if you let the gamble away. Wait. The book got burned! Oh my god, oh my god. I finally figure out the news.
Take that!
Belongs to the couple who owns the house with the friend that has lies on it. Sir, Mr. Garbeld. Landlords? Whether this is some extraordinary coincidence or some kind of fate at work, I do not know, but for all the people in London, one of the 6 options for the Georgia is this courtroom today. Not only the Mrs. Garbeld herself. Oh goodness me? Must be second shot. This is Girl's wife. I'm his maid. Things would be so much easier if you just dropped that pretense. Alright then, I've asked a question for you. You've seen this book, Mr. Goat's house? I hope I seem to know all the books he keeps selling.
Objection!
Hey, but this woman is accused landlady, you say? To get this hard-working member of the public, you should feature her without a shadow of evidence. Your actions are unforgivable. My conjecture. The defendant happens to know that on the day in question, almost exactly the same time as the victim was stabbed on the pavement below, another incident was taking place. The room on the top floor of Mr. and Mrs. Griddle's house. Lord, so of incidents, counsel. Fire, my lord. Happened blink the eye, you know. Face filled with smoke, couldn't see a ball thing. Didn't take long for the fire to spread, of course. The bally furniture started going up as well. Most of all, I lost my favorite book called The Lion's Pride. Yeah, I remember that. It's Pride. By Charles, at the same time, there's a subject of this debate. Tell me. Says visible. All you told the court is that a book by the same name was involved in a fire. In case it would be reasonable to assume that it was burnt to ashes. Unreasonable to infer that the magic removed itself to the scene of the crime. Perhaps it would make more sense if I told you that the cause of the fire was a matter of discord. Without going into details, it appears that Mrs. Gilbert considered an enraged. Apparently, she continued to attack Miss Gilbert even amid the flames. Well, how awful! I can't even imagine being so hurt to the one you love. Can you, why? You're breaking his neck in half most days. Okay, so as soon as the fire got a hold of them, that was it. Whoosh, smoke and fires. The wife started hurling things at me. I was back against the wall under a heavy rim of fire, incinerated books and coming into the desert. And had burning books thrown at him? Goodness gracious! Are you suggesting the books were thrown through a window and then incidentally at the scene of the crime?
Objection!
Report of the window frame being broken. Quite true. We also saw no sign of broken glass when we visited the Gabriel's house out. Not confusion that the window was open at the time, and not even remotely. Don't forget the season, the chilling weather that accompanies it. Then would ever leave a window open in the middle of winter. Did the defense place this scenario in all citizens' council? He claimed that the book found at the scene crime was a flaming projectile blown by the scribes. I believe it's a possibility, my lord. Enough. Well, I hope that everyone can see for what you are now, you little foreign trickster. Call yourself a lawyer. Racist! Racist now, lady! Like, honestly, find out I'm merely persuading as a maid for appearance sake. How could you? To do with the beastly case, none of it. All you have to do is sell your family name. I assure you that was not my intention. Dragging him saying citizen's name to the mud, simply to divert attention from your pains. I should box your ears while I should do this. I'm gonna forget. Today, anyone person could possibly stab the victim. The hunch with the mustache. You ran away from the scene too. You're clear, you're right. It's true. Yes, what did I tell you? Sister me. Sorry, what's that? Shit, you're about to lose this. Dude, you put your foot on the shelf. If it stay there on your own time. What? No forgiveness courtesy this time?
Guilty!
Guilty.
Guilty!
Guilty. Guilty.
Guilty!
But yeah. You're not suggesting, of course. The fence satisfied to another at this point. Let's change some minds. Believe you still have tricks up your sleeves. Don't intend to trick anybody. Intend to uncover the truth. Is this the third continue? Jesus Christ. Part 2, the Old Bailey. Let's do this. This case is wrapping up. Defense counsel requests and determined the court must hold the traditional rights to proceed. So, counsel, you may now proceed with your second simulation examination. I presume the jury is ready, Mr. Foreman? We are, my lord. Very good. In that case, I must each of you to state clearly and consciously for the court grounds on which you find that the defendant guilty of this crime. Okay. Of course. Suppose I was able to find fault in the previous witness. The fact that it was indeed accused to. Dude. What was this with the crime? Just wondering how. And I was thinking it might be hard. Yeah, it might be hard. Alright, let's do this. Yes, the focal found couldn't have. Let's do this.
Hold it!
Sorry. By the point when one was stabbed, this little fellow was home, wasn't he? Well, anyway, the point is the fellow and his wife were somewhere else when it happened. No, we did it. Steve only friend this fellow. Honestly, can't see what else this was about. by your emotions. Yeah, I'm never mind the pretty and rational women. And Oasis. So that's how I get that. She's Oasis. Say the opening supposed to Japanese man play a cat about. Alright, Jordan. Logical. Oasis woman. What did you say? You have to consider a new theory if you could come up with one. Why? I was like, I'm glad you put it the rational.
Hold it!
A little bit. He was so sure. The fellow over there said it earlier, didn't he? Winter's not no joke. You don't invite the sort of cold indoors. So now that window wasn't open, I was only to sit there by the fire and say more music. Please state that the window wasn't open, could you? It wasn't. It wouldn't have opened it. What's the point of having windows, huh? Constant. Can't refrain from childish bickering. Oh, what's that? The driver bus window was open.
Hold it!
It was on fire at the time, wasn't it? The flames of love, I would have known. Such thing as a loving is in Bob. Body part himself for playing with fire to betray a fairy love. Isn't well? But don't you agree? Well, gonna betray is certainly a bad thing, yes. Might have a reason out of your misunderstanding, Cisco. Mind that. The point is, we just having a little history, nothing more. What is with these females and hitting people? She's like, what, the fourth, fifth woman I've seen in this game literally throw hands at a man? Yeah, we'll see about that. To it. Urgent as all is. These men are.
Hold it!
It's over with. I can sit there and say something like that. I mean, future's sake, yeah. Off mask, like I've said before. What? Which way? I'm a day laborer, aren't I? If I don't bring home some weddings with my tea tonight, you'll find me floating face down in the time tomorrow morning. What? You heard me? Is one of those mess about, you know, she can be fierce, believe in me. You know, it's funny, I can't remember. Sorry. Too fine, the one thing, I must have blocked it out. This man has so much trauma, he's just like, yeah, no, that didn't happen. With the system about this case. Sorry, what? That? You don't speak up, lad? What about that fire? Last went to my room, break me a love and break with fire. Company was meant for hell. Put candles on a cake? And a devil's worship? No, it was an angel cake. Is that my birthday, obviously? Anyway, I must all puffed over my mouth. I was born somewhere wrong. The flames didn't go out, but the candles went flying over the room. Angel caught and everything went up. The whole place with the smoke. There was great and blessed them. Threw water over me as I tried to put the frames, and then the whole room had filled up with smoke, of course. He opened all the windows to clear it. Oop. We could test that. Alright, we can pit. I know who we pit.
Objection!
Oh, another. They do? Exactly, console. You see? Me? See what's up. account of his birthday celebration last year. Seems despite being all under it, he once opened his windows in the middle of winter. Yes, of course, because it was an emergency. I mean, obviously, if the room was filled with smoke from fire, then you'd be mad not to open the... Oh. Exactly. The day in question, at the time of the incident, there was a fire in the Gibson household. Mr. Gabb had the following to say about it. The whole place filled with smoke.
Oh my.
Excuse me.
Something you want to say about that? Yes, you can pull all the tea you want. You go and get you into this conversation. Mr. Scott! Reading this, I think you'll imply that I'm hiding who I really am. And that you confirm something from the court. So please, is it time to drop the pretense now? What is it? Now it's starting to find the house. Did you or your husband open the window? I beg your pardon? What are you talking? The room would have been thick with smoke after the carpet and bookcase caught fire as I did. A situation like that, it's uncomfortable that you wouldn't have opened the window. But if we did? Alright then, yes, you're right. My husband was trying to try and open the window. It could have been easy since I continued to give him a justly deserved book bag. Your house was on fire? Oh, you never stopped throwing to the anchors aside, so it would have been terribly bad for the nerves to do otherwise. Of course, I should have realized. Please step forward, Mr. Armando. I managed to establish that the window was open. It simply was a valid formal statement. Some of the stories have changed. Let me press some of these new information.
Hold it!
Small house fire in the government house on the house outside the street. Yes, that's right. So fire damage. In the title of the book, I inspired. Same title, in fact, as the book was going on reading. Okay, question. Did you not throw at your husband? A couple of implied that he had been reading. I think I can lay my hands on it and hold it straight at him. Have you come to mention it? Yes. Because I enjoyed reading it, you're right. You not reveal this information as a quote from the outset. So I couldn't use it, little man. I couldn't remember. Times like that, you pick up and throw whatever you can lay hands on, as you know. I really don't.
Oh boy. Excuse me.
You need some chill number 5? You know something? Well, it was. That maybe I blacked out. Oh. Listening to what this granny was saying and but I'm pulling back. Oh my god, I'm calling you cheeky devil. So I missed the scalp all the maid, I'll let have you know. Man doesn't even flinch. He saw me that's not because he's so used to being hit all the time. He's probably used to being hit. Then I nearly died, and there was a hole, and the last penny had dropped out. Oh, a disaster. I had to have it more. Oh. I was cutting up some chicken at that time. I hardly get the words out, but I told her straight. Lost the day wages though. Next thing I knew, the blade was whistling past my ear. Wait. What's this blade looks like? The blade was past my ears, stuck into a wall next to me, did. Bob my knees deep. This here. It's my thing, you know? Got off a sense of the times. So I was gonna end up face down in the money banks that night, I tell you. Now that's a witch lesson, isn't it? So that was likely again. Anyway, what I'm trying to make is this. Well, put to it on and we fine. I was thinking that. The people as well, it's so uncivilized. Please attack the Donna. Use a bow or like, what, attack? Who are you going to attack? Never mind. Anyway, the man's words. I can't think. Alright.
Hold it!
Express the statement. So that's why she threw me with anything pretty corny. Since the list of things she's thrown at me has gone on shit, like a cup, a glass, a pot, a kettle, a chair, a wardrobe, a cooker, a bathtub. Wife must be beefier than you. Then came to last week when she threw me right into the flames. Still, she's not bad when she's calmed down. So let's sweetheart, really. That seems like a very toxic relationship. By the wives. Okay, who do I press now?